Canada's lack of property rights and lack of protections for those who defend themselves against crime has claimed yet another head. A young Edmonton man is facing 2 counts of aggravated assault for capturing and beating up 2 men who were carjacking his elderly mother in the family driveway. Jonathan Tews saw his mother being attacked through the window by 2 men in her driveway at her car, and he raced out to save her with a baseball bat in his hand. He and his father stopped the 2 men and apprehended the one that tried to flee the scene. A scuffle ensued, and Tews got the better of the 2 losers, and he and his father held them until the police finally arrived. Now, for this act of bravery, Tews is now facing 2 charges that could ruin his life forever and take him away from the family he fought to defend. As Canadians, we know we're supposed to hand over our belongings and potentially our loved ones to any dirtbag and assume that said dirtbags are benevolent and won't kill anyone. Because as we know, only climate change kills people, and dirtbags are misunderstood. They're victims of classism and possibly even deadly white privilege. We're supposed to assume that once you give the violent scum your property at your home, that they will just shake your hand, thank you for your trouble, and skip merrily out of your life forever. It doesn't happen that way, and no Canadian should be asked to gamble their lives and the lives of the people they love in this manner. Now, here's how they handle this stuff south of the border. Look at these news articles. 2 concealed carry permit holders in South Carolina stopped an armed robbery of a barbershop, and they're hailed as heroes. A Texan with a concealed carry permit stops an armed robbery. He's also called a hero. A Florida senior citizen shoots 2 men robbing an internet cafe. Seriously, do this experiment for yourself. Google Texas man stops robbery. You'll see pages and pages of Texas men being hailed as heroes by law enforcement for stopping a crime and making their communities safer. Texas is one of those places that respects and even encourages self-defense. It's why they allow concealed carry permits. Now, Canada, on the other hand, is not one of those places. In Canada, every one of those heroes would be facing serious jail time. And if you thought this couldn't get any more unjust, it does. Jonathan Tews' 2 counts of aggravated assault for potentially saving his mother's life could land him with more jail time than the lifelong dirtbags that tried to carjack her. These scumbag plagues upon our community, carjackers, who see old ladies as fair targets for their scumbaggery, are charged with 1 count of robbery each. The average sentence for robbery in Canada is 2 to 3 years. The good son community hero, Jonathan Tews, is charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, each count carrying an average sentence in Canada of 18 months to 6 years, up to a maximum of 14 years. On the high end, the good son hero could spend twice as much jail time as the oxygen burglars who attacked his mom. And if you say, well, Sheila, that could never happen. Look what happened here. A man saw his mother being carjacked, and he was taken away in handcuffs for stopping it and apprehending the losers. And let me be clear, I certainly don't blame the police for charging Tews. They're following the laws as the laws are written. I generally think most cops wouldn't lose too much sleep over a couple of lifelong criminals getting a good old-fashioned beatdown from a strapping young citizen. Now, I do place the blame squarely on the Crown prosecutors who choose to go forward with this charge, and the politicians who cowardly refuse to do something to change the way these laws are used against good people trying to defend themselves. I blame them for Jonathan Tews' mom having to watch her hero son being taken away in handcuffs. As a mom, it's my goal to raise the kind of children who would take a baseball bat to anyone trying to hurt a little old lady, including me one day. I want to raise children who will always defend themselves and the people they love from danger. That's what good parents do. Mrs. Tews raised her boy right, no matter what the state says. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunreed.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.